Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. So in this video, I will explain about semaphore class in multithreading. So let's get started. Semaphore. Semaphore. So this is a class. This class is available in java.util.concurrent package. So let's add few bullet points. Semaphore is a class in java.util.concurrent package. So what to create object of semaphore class? Semaphore equal to new semaphore. We need to add the permits like 3. Permits nothing but how many threads is allowed at a time. Permits. Let's understand the definition of semaphore. Definition. So I will tell three definitions. So three definitions are correct. So you can choose if you want to any one definition. See how many how many how many threads can process how many threads process at a time decided by a semaphore decided by a semaphore. This is the first definition. The second definition, semaphore restricts number of threads allowed at a time. So third definition, it restricts the number of threads that can access a particular resource at a time based on permits at a time based on permits. The permits nothing but in parameters, constructor parameters where passed the 3, right? These are the permits. So let's revision this. Semaphore is a class in Java. So it is a class available in java.util.concurrent package. What is semaphore? Semaphore is a class in Java available in java.util.concurrent package. How to create semaphore object? Semaphore equal to new semaphore of permits. Permits are counter, nothing but number of threads allowed. Definition: how many threads can process at a time decided by a semaphore. Remember, these are the important. How many threads can process at a time decided by a semaphore, or semaphore restricts number of threads allowed at a time, or it restricts the number of threads that can access a particular resource at a time based on permits. So let's know about few methods are there, like acquire. So few methods are there: acquire, release, available, permits. See, post method, acquire. This method is important. This rule is, if permits are available, so these permits are counter is available, it allows the thread to access the resource. So if permits are available, it allows the thread to access the resource. So second method, release. So release, once thread execution is completed, release the log. Once the resource execution is completed, execution is completed. See, another method, available permits. See, like how many these permits are available. You can also check available permits. Other methods also there, but these are the three are the important. So these are the theory points about semaphore. I will draw a diagram, throw a diagram, that diagrammatic representation as well. I can explain. So what is semaphore? Let's understand. Semaphore is a class in Java available in java.util.concurrent package. So what is semaphore? Semaphore is a class in Java available in java.util.concurrent package. How to create object for semaphore? Semaphore equal to new semaphore of permits or counter. Why these permits? to restrict at a time how many threads are allowed decided by this semaphore. So definition, how many threads can process at a time decided by a semaphore. Definition of semaphore, how many threads can process at a time decided by a semaphore. Or semaphore restricts number of threads allowed at a time. Semaphore restricts number of threads allowed at a time, or it restricts the number of threads that can access a particular resource at a time based on permits. Based on permits, see, it restricts the number of threads that can access a particular resource at a time based on permits. So, most important methods: acquire, release, available, permits. Acquire means if permits are available, this permit 3 is there, it is available. It allows the thread to access the resource. So once thread execution is completed, release the log once the resource execution is completed or thread execution is completed. How to check how many these permits are available? By using available permits method. So let's draw a diagram for better understanding. Let's draw the diagram. So let's draw the diagram. Suppose assume this is a semaphore. So I am creating semaphore object. Semaphore, semaphore equal to new semaphore. So I am given permits. These are the permits. Permits are 3. So suppose assume this box is a threads, multiple threads. Suppose I am adding few names like thread 1. This is the thread 1, thread 2, thread 3, thread 4. So we have the permits 3, but we have the threads 4, right? So let's add some boxes. Assume this is each box is a one thread. So assume each box is a thread. So now we have the 4 threads. Available permits, there are 3, right? See, we can check available permits by using this method. Available permits we can check. Then now it is 3, right? It will display the 3. So available, available permits, available permits 3. This is right. So let's add another box. Control C. So Control Z, Control C, Control V. Here. So now we have the 3 permits are there, right? So I am calling semaphore.acquire. Then thread will be executed, right? Now I am calling semaphore.acquire. See here. So let's move little bit. Semaphore.acquire. Semaphore.acquire. So then we are like saying acquire nothing but to if permits are available, call the thread. Nothing but if permits are available, call the thread. So semaphore.acquire. So again, so now I am using like semaphore.acquire. So 2 threads now executing. Then 2 threads, right? Now here this will be decreased to 1 and available permits are the available permits are 1. So let's move this up. See, let's understand. So we have the 4 threads are there, but 3 permits are there. So right now I am using semaphore dot. So these are the 3 threads are there. Semaphore dot acquire. I am calling 2 times. So 2 threads are now executing. Now 2 threads are executing. This is the one. This is the one. So some logic is these 2 threads are executing. Here we have available permits are 3. So these are number of threads at a time is allowed. We have the 4 threads, but we are saying at a time only three threads are allowed. So here 3 threads are there. Now I am calling 2 threads. Remaining thread is free only. So after that, so now After some time, one thread execution is completed. So after some time, one thread execution is completed. Let's copy this. Control C, Control V. So let's assume thread 1 is completed. Semaphore dot release. Semaphore dot release. So once that is execution completed, it releases the lock. That means then the thread 1 is available. This thread 1 is again available to execute. So what about this thread 2? Still processing task. Still processing task. So still processing task. This thread 3 we are not used at, right? So now available permits here one is available permits. Now cross this. Now available permits 2. Now available permits 2. So let's understand this entire diagram. So I have created semaphore object with 3 permits. Permits are nothing but at a time how many threads are allowed is called permit. So I have 4 threads. Suppose it is a Java class. In that Java class, I have created 4 threads, but I have only available permits are 3. So here, assume this is a semaphore box. In semaphore, available permits are 3. So the 3 threads are there. So I am called semaphore.acquire, semaphore.acquire. So see, acquire means if permits are available, it allows the thread to access the resource. So then these two are called, two threads are called. So 3 minus 2 equal to 1, right? Available permission of 1. So after that, after certain time, one thread execution is completed. So it will releases the lock. So then it will be increases permits to 2. See, one task is still processing. So available permits are 2. One is still processing. One is not used. Right, we are successfully understand semaphore, right? Let's repeat one more time. Semaphore is a class in Java available in java.util.concurrent package. Semaphore, or to create object of semaphore equal to new semaphore of permits, like permits are nothing but at a time how many threads are allowed is decided by permits. Definition: how many threads can process at a time decided by a semaphore. Remember, how many threads can access and process at a time can process at a time decided by a semaphore. Semaphore restricts number of threads allowed at a time. It restricts the number of threads that can access a particular resource at a time based on the permits. See, it restricts the number of threads that can access a particular resource at a time based on permits. Usable methods: acquire is nothing but if permits are available, it will call the threads. If permits are available, it allows the thread to access the resource. So resource nothing but is some logic. Release once this task execution is completed, it will release the lock. Available permits, these permits like 3, this kind of it will shows by using, we can get the count this available permits, some number we will get. Coming to diagram, so I have a 4 threads. So in semaphore I have restricted at a time 3 threads are allowed, but I have 4 threads, so I am restricting 1 thread. After that there are the 3 threads are there. So I call semaphore acquire, so utilize 2 threads. So utilizing the 2 threads, like some tasks are executing 2 threads, remaining thread still available. So now available permits are 1. After certain time, thread 1 is execution is completed. So it will release the log. Then it will be available permits are 2. Thread 2 still it is processing. Thread 3 is not yet used. So let's write some piece of code to prove this. So add the main method. So main method. So take 2 fields, suppose int numbers, semaphore, semaphore, semaphore. So add the constructor. Right click, source, constructor fields. These are the 2 fields are there, right? This is the constructor. After that, see, I want to override the run method to achieve that implement runnable. So implement runnable. This is a class, not a method. So public class semaphore test implements runnable, implements runnable, implements runnable. So override the run method. See, public class semaphore implements runnable, override the run method. here inside run method, add the some piece of code like this is the semaphore, right? So we have done the constructor injection here. Constructor injection, semaphore, semaphore dot acquire, the acquire. So it is throwing the exception, try catch and lit. After that, so some logic. So like releasing, I'm like if permits, I'm saying here, if permits are available, call this below logic, call this logic. I'm saying if permits are available, call this logic. So I'm just printing the one number, 5 star 5. So some space here, thread dot current thread dot get name. I'm printing the thread dot current thread dot get name. So I'm printing the thread name. So this is it done. So let's create the another class. So remove this. Suppose semaphore sample. This is a class semaphore sample. So create another class semaphore test. Public class semaphore test. Here semaphore test. Create the semaphore object. So after that main method semaphore equal to permit 3. Semaphore is equal to new semaphore. Is expecting the permits 3. So I am passing the permits 3. So semicolon. Next, call the few threads. So like new thread, inside new thread, pass the here. So new semaphore sample. See semaphore sample. It is expecting the constructor. It is expecting the number and semaphore. So number I am giving one semaphore. This the semaphore I am passing. Again I will copy paste this same 4 times. So that means I am running the 4 threads. So for differences, I will so number I am changing 3, 4, 4. So like I'm given permits. These are the permits. Permits. I'm saying at a time only 3 threads you can allow. If it is 2 threads available, you can happily go and execute. Complete the task. If 4 threads are there, wait. You can allow three threads at a time. Once any thread is releases the lock. If any thread releases the lock, then only go to fourth thread. It is saying like that. So this is the class here. Semaphore sample implement semaphore. I'm taken number semaphore constructor. I'm injected through constructor. After that semaphore dot acquire. Acquire that means here acquire. If permits are available, it allows to access the resource. Permits are available. If permits are available, it allows the thread to access the resource. It allows the thread to access the resource. If permits are available, it allows the thread to access the resource. If permits are available, it allows the thread to access the resource, right? So this is so in runnable run method is there. It is void method. So if we don't want any return response, then we can go for this runnable. So implements runnable, right? I am overriding run method. It is a interface. So it is have one run method will be there. This is the if permits are available. If permits are available, I'm saying so here if permits are available, it allows the thread to access the resource. So that means if this semaphore permits are available, it will access this particular task. So task here nothing but this some sysout message here multiplication and some thread name I am displaying. So this is the permits nothing but number of threads at a time is allowed. Let's run this program. Right click, run as Java application. See at this time, we will not notice any like difference. So we are not getting any output. Let's check. Conjure. Here we are not getting any output. So here we are locking the semaphore dot acquire. That means if permits are available, so process the thread. So we are starting at semaphore. Number of permits are 3, but we are not releasing any lock. So let's release the lock. Semaphore dot release. Once thread execution is completed, I'm saying release the lock. So without this, it will not release the lock. That means it will not print the result. Two methods are there in semaphore: acquire and release. Acquire and release. So right click, run here, Java application. See here. Here, the threads were added, but we are not started anywhere. So semaphore, three important methods are there: semaphore acquire, semaphore release, available permits. So we need to start threads as well, right? Otherwise, this thread will not be start. So start method. This is the start. So here I'm starting the post thread. So second thread, third thread. Now I am starting the fourth threads are started. Right click run as Java application. See this time you will not found any difference. So it is displayed all threads at a time, right? So let's sleep for 2 seconds. Thread dot sleep 2 seconds means 2000 milliseconds, right? 2000. So that means these are the parameter three. So these three threads will be running. After that, it will wait some time until this thread dot sleep. Then only remaining thread will be executed. Post it will be executed. Three threads. Once this sleep time is completed, then only this time the thread will be executed. Because until this two threads, this will be blocked. Four thread will be blocked. So after 2 seconds only, this will be called semaphore dot release will be called. So let's observe. See three threads after 2 seconds, one thread. See I'm again comparing. Observe Java application. See three threads, next one thread. So like it is permitted three. So then three threads are post executing after once the threads any thread is releasing the lock, then only four thread is executing. Suppose I have used four, then no way, no thread will be wait. See it will get four. See four threads are right. So in this video we successfully understand what is semaphore theory, semaphore diagram, and semaphore practical as well. See, I am created one class, semaphore sample implements runnable. After that, I am override the run method. So two fields, number and semaphore, constructor through injected through constructor. In run method, I am using acquire. If permits are available, it will be execute a particular task. Here, task is nothing but this one. To to understand the like semaphore concept, I am sleeping thread for 2 seconds. After, if any thread is execution, this is I am locking the lock. Suppose this is I am locking. Once this execution is completed, this part, so I am releasing the lock. So this acquire is expecting the interrupted exception. It is throwing. So I am handling through try catch block. So I am created another test class here main method calling the four threads. So I'm created one semaphore object. I'm mentioning the permits four. So permits four are three. Your choice. Nothing but how many threads at a time is allowed. It's called semaphore. Restrict the number of threads allowed. It's called semaphore. Now I am saying three threads are allowed. So three threads will be once any thread is execution is completed, then only fourth thread will be start the execution. So thank you for watching. For more videos, please subscribe to this YouTube channel.